fake laugh. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Where the at? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jack, got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Don't play it. Score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. To head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Jones. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance. Forced out to his left. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Gano's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To try again after the sack. Jones, he finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Lance now on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go. 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Lance. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
10 cycles.
Pollard going to try the right side. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Pollard again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Pollard. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Lance on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
4 yards remain for second down. The Lance going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Lance completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They're going to try and throw. He hits Adams complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, a free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Giants on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Barkley again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Jones will sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lance back to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So here we go. 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do.